اوكي يلا اكتوبر نوفمبر 23 paper 6 variant 2. First question هنا he's asking me record in table 1.1 the time for 10 complete oscillations. Okay 10 هنا 10 complete oscillations, the time for the 10 complete oscillations is what هنكتب في التيبل هنا.
مثلا مش حضرتك قلت الحل فارينت 3 مش فارينت 2.
variant 2
انا سمعتها فارينت 3.
مم. Okay um the time is 14.21 seconds. عادي خالص. The time هنا is 14.21 seconds. Okay 14.21 seconds عادي. We will write it down as four significant figures عادي. Why? Okay, why we write it down as four significant figures عادي عشان هنا برضو it is a four significant figures فعادي. Okay, we'll leave it as four significant figures. Um, calculate and record the in time in table 1.1 the period, okay, which is the time for one complete oscillation. How will I find the period for one complete oscillation? Hmm. يلا. How will I find the period for one complete oscillation? الكابيتال تي نكتبها ازاي؟
مش measure the اسمه إيه ده؟ لا نسيت.
هم؟
أعمل measure مثلا 20 oscillations وبعد كده
لا
divide.
هو هنا he took measurement for 10 oscillations already. خلاص this is the time for 10 oscillations. How can
14
I find
divided 10 كده.
بالظبط 14.21 divided by
آه.
10 صح؟ 14.21 divided by 10 هتبقى كام؟ 14 1.42 بس 1.42 بس it's easy, it's as easy as that. Calculate t squared. How can I find t squared؟ يلا. هم. How can I find t squared يا شباب؟
هنعمل 1.42 باور اوف 2 باور اوف 2.
1.42 squared. يلا 1.42 squared هتبقى
2.02.
2.02. يلا. Complete the column headings. Can I complete the column headings؟ يلا. column headings الدي
أول واحدة سنتيمتر.
سنتيمتر.
والتي
سكند.
seconds.
البيريد seconds.
seconds.
t squared
seconds.
seconds squared. Okay.
seconds.
A student repeats the procedure using d equals 100 centimeters. The readings and results are shown in table 1.1. Another student suggests that t squared is directly proportional to d. t squared is directly proportional to d. Is that correct ولا لا؟ Is it directly proportional? طيب how will I do
لا
this؟
ما أعتقدش.
ماشي أنا I don't know بس how should I know؟ هو if it's directly proportional then there will be a ratio or the ratio will be equal. What's the ratio؟ The ratio very simply is a 100 أو يعني we can measure d over t squared. يعني d over t squared 100 for example divided by 4.08 is what؟ يلا can someone calculate كده بسرعة؟ 100 divided by 4.08 it's 24 point something. يلا
24.5.
4.5 أو
24.5. طيب
24.
what if I calculate 50 divided by 2.02
شفت بقى كام؟
divided by 2.02
24.75.
24.75. Aren't they the same, almost the same number؟
آه.
صح؟ يبقى they are almost the same number. Even numbers are close.
أكتب الأرقام اللي فوق دي برضه.
Mhm. Numbers are close and within the limits of experimental accuracy. Yeah, بس كده of experimental accuracy. Why? Because they are close. So they are directly proportional. Yes, they are directly proportional. As d increases t squared increases. حلو. Okay, good. Next question. Procedure can be repeated to plot a graph. Suggest additional values of d that are suitable for this experiment. We need more values for d. What are some values that I can write down?
10
Hmm?
10
Okay, 10. ايه تاني؟
هو عادي يبقى يعني أكتر من 100.
لا مش أكتر. less than 100. It has to be less than 100. 10. I can say 20. 30 centimeters.
لحد 100 تقريبا صح؟
40 centimeters. يعني maximum 100. 60 centimeters. 70. Okay. شباب يعني احنا we all دايما كده always we need to write down at least 5 values. At least 5 values. Okay. طيب. Explain how you would measure the distance d as accurately as possible. Draw a diagram to help your explanation. How will I measure d as accurately as possible? يلا. This is a pendulum. How will I measure d as accurately as possible?
برولر.
A ruler. صح? Ruler. Okay. Draw a diagram. هنا I will draw the pendulum. I will draw the pendulum. And I will put the ruler close. Oh, this is the ruler, which is close to the pendulum. صح? And I need to measure the distance. And I can use a set square. I can use a set square كده to make sure that the reading is perpendicular. To make sure that I took the perpendicular reading to avoid the parallax error. صح? Okay. Taking the ruler. Perpendicularly. To avoid the parallax error. طيب, explain why timing 10 oscillations gives a more accurate result. Why does it give a more accurate result than timing one oscillation?
علشان بتقلل الايرور.
Doesn't decrease the error, بس it decreases the percentage of the error. Okay? No, it doesn't decrease it. كده كده الerror is it's there. خلاص كده كده there is an error, there is a human error. So what does it do? It decreases the percentage. Okay? Decreases the percentage of the human error. Of the human error. ماشي. I have a resistance wire, length L, sliding contact S. Take the reading of the current and then measure the potential difference and write it in the table. يلا. What is the current in this?
0.34.
0.34, and don't forget the unit. 34
أمبير.
amperes. طيب, الفولتج.
1.2.
1.2. طيب, can I calculate R? خلاص أنا did this one. Can I calculate R and then complete the column headings? يلا. What are the column headings هنا?
سنتيمتر
و
وفولت
في
وأومز.
ohms. يلا calculate R بقى. R equals V over I. V over I. V over I. صح؟ يلا بسرعة كده.
اه
هم؟
الأي بكام؟
الاي الانيشال اي 0.34.
كده يعني
دي هتبقى 33.3.
ايه لا انت عملت ال اوفر اي
انا عملتها
R equals V over I، يبقى 1.2 over 0.38 34.
3.5.
مش 3.5. ها 1.5 over، يلا أول واحدة كانت 1.2 over 0.34، بعدين 1.5 over 0.
هتبقى
مم.
4.4.
4.4.
4.4. يلا اللي بعدها 1.
5.3.
كم؟
5.3.
5.3.
اه
مم.
6.2
يلا 6.2.
و 7.1.
7.1 ماشي easy. plot a graph R on the y-axis و V on the x-axis. R y-axis هو R slash ohms و V slash V على x-axis. يلا V. he said start both axes from the origin type. ال R احنا we have values up to 7.1. How should we scale this graph؟ يلا. values up to 7.1. How should we scale the graph يا جماعة؟ Any ideas؟ يعني it's quite simple. 0 2 4 6 8. Okay, it's the best scale for this graph. Okay, what about the voltage? The V, it's up to 2.4. Up to 2.4. فهنا I can scale the V. I can scale the voltage ازاي؟ um, 0.5 1.0 1.5 2.0 and 2.4. Okay, هنا I spread out the voltage much better than I spread out the resistance. بس هو المشكلة ان that the resistance يعني خلاص هو he said that I have to start from the origin. Would, is that the best way to spread out this graph؟ لا it's not the best way. بس خلاص يعني انا for example I don't want to start from the origin، بس خلاص he wants to start from the origin، خلاص I will start from the origin. That's it. Let's plot the points. No, the points could be a bit easy. Voltage صح 1.2 و 3.5. يلا 1.2 and 3.5. طبعا يا شباب ال 0.2 let's zoom in شوية. ال 0.2 would be فين after it after 4 squares. This is 1.2 and
هو احنا ليه عملنا آخر واحد 2.4 مش 2.5؟
2.5. أنا آسف 2.5. Okay. 1.2 and 3.5. ادي 3.5 would be هنا. Okay. 1.5 4.4. 1.5 4.4. 4.4 هتبقى 2 squares above the 4 اهي 1.5 4.4. 1.8 5.3. 1.8 و 5.3 ادي 5.2 5.3 ماشي 1.8 ماشي اوكي 2.1 6.2 2.1 2.1 6.2 just one square above the 6 اهي. واخر واحدة اللي هي 2.4 and 7.1. 2.4 7.1. 2.4 هنا 7.1. اوكي ده 2.4 يعني ايه before the 2.5 2 squares و 7.1 above the 7 by half a square.
حاولت انزم اوت بس عشان اشوف الارقام ده.
مم. اوكي، ده هنا 7.
مستر أشد اللاين من عند الزيرو لحد الآخر ولا؟
طيب، هو الزيرو زيرو and زيرو a point عندي هنا.
لا، هو مش في الجراف.
يبقى I don't have to start من 0 0. So you don't have to start from 0 0 خالص. It could pass في 0 0. It could pass through the origin and it could not pass. يعني maybe, I don't know. بس أنا I should make sure إن هما they all يعني تقريبا pass through the line. With this line it could actually pass through the origin. It could be quite close to the origin. أهو حاجة كده. Okay, I guess it might be كده. Yes, this is a better graph كده. طيب, how should I find the gradient? يلا, how should I find the gradient?
y2 minus y1 x2 over x.
over x1.
صح, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. بس you have to يا شباب, you have to use the triangle method. You have to use the triangle method. يعني I have to use the triangle method. يعني for example أنا I will use مثلا, okay, I will use the furthest 2 points together. The furthest 2 points together. Do not يا شباب, do not take 2 points which are close together. Okay? Never take 2 points which are close together. And I will take 2 points which are very far apart. اهو كده. And this one. أها. I have to draw the triangle. You have to draw the triangle. I drew the triangle كده. يلا. Let's calculate بقى ايه. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. هنا it was 7.1 minus 3.5 over 2.4 minus 1.2. 7.1 minus 3.5 over 2.4 minus 1.2 minus 1.2. يلا, let's calculate it كده بسرعة. Someone calculate it كده for me. بسرعة يا شباب.
هتبقى 3.
تبقى
3.
3. Okay, حلو. 3. يبقى the gradient is now كام؟ 3. That's it. خلاص. That's it. خلاص, that's correct. That is correct. يلا. Yeah. Let's remove this line. Yeah. Moving on to the next question. عندي thermometer. Calculate the room temperature. يلا, what's the room temperature?
22.
22 degrees Celsius. يلا, 22 degrees Celsius. يلا, I have 200 centimeters cubed of hot water. He records the temperature at time 0. He immediately starts stopwatch. He 30-second intervals. يلا. Can I complete the column headings?
هنبتدي من الزيرو لغاية 30.
طيب, انت 0 30 60. دي 90 120 150 and 180. What about the column headings?
اس و
second degree Celsius.
Yes, degrees Celsius. Yes, bravo. Okay, and كده I took 3 very easy marks. Calculate the decrease in temperature between 0 and 90. يلا, can I find the decrease in temperature between 0 and 90? Decrease.
23.
اه 95 لحد 72. يبقى 95 minus 72. 95 minus 72 is 23 degrees Celsius. Calculate the difference in temperature between the temperature at time 0 and theta r. Between time 0 and theta r. What was theta r? What was theta r يا جماعة? What was the room temperature?
22.
22.
over
يبقى
2.
the temperature at time 0, which was 95, minus 22. Minus a difference between temperature at time 0 and
73.
73 degrees Celsius. طيب, can I find the decrease in temperature delta theta 2 between 90 and 180? يلا, between 90 and 180. Oh, between 90 and 180. Can I find the decrease in temperature? What will I do?
هتبقى 7.
يعني I need the steps الأول يا جماعة. 72 minus 65, which is 7 degrees Celsius. Can I find the temperature or the difference delta theta t between the temperature at 90 and theta r? Can I find the temperature, the difference between the temperature at 90 and theta r? What was the temperature at 90? What was the temperature at 90 seconds?
72. 72.
يلا. with theta r was 22. يبقى 72 minus 22 تبقى 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, good, easy. A student suggests that the decrease in temperature of the water in 90 seconds should be greater when the starting temperature is greater. The decrease in temperature of the water in 90 seconds should be greater when the starting temperature is greater. Is this correct ولا لا؟
صح.
Do you agree? Yes, agree. Yes. Okay. When the when the initial temperature, okay, بص كده, when the initial temperature was كان 95. When the initial temperature was 95, what happened? Oh, the temperature 90 degrees should be greater. The decrease in temperature, the initial decrease was what? The initial decrease was 70, sorry, the initial decrease was 23 degrees Celsius. Initial decrease was 23 degrees Celsius. When the temperature بقى was 72, the decrease was only 7 degrees Celsius. بس. يبقى if I increase the initial temperature, when I increase يا جماعة the initial temperature, what happens to the rate of cooling? The rate of cooling increases. بس. It's as simple as that. Suggest how you would continue the experiment using the same apparatus and method. How would I continue this experiment? How can I continue this experiment يا جماعة؟
يزود السكندز.
يبقى take more readings, صح؟ بصوا شوي. This experiment is always أو يعني this question usually has the same answer. Okay, how would I continue the experiment? How would I ever continue the experiment? And I need to take more readings. You must take
more readings لحد ما يستوب decrease.
more readings until it stops decreasing. ماشي, okay, until it stops decreasing. Take more readings more than the يعني take more readings for the time. هنا the time stopped at 180 seconds. طب why didn't you continue? Why didn't I take مثلا 210, 240, 270? Okay, فتake initial increase the number of readings. Increase the number of readings. Okay, I have to increase the number of readings. طيب ازاي increase the number of readings more than 180 seconds? Okay, 180 seconds until ايه? Until the temperature stops decreasing. That's it. Yeah, refer to the table. Estimate the temperature of the water after cooling for a further 90 seconds. If I leave the water for 90 more seconds, if I leave the temperature if I leave the water for 90 more seconds, what do you think the temperature should be? Do you think the temperature should be? Hmm. And around what? Hmm. Around what temperature? And initially it decreased 23 degrees Celsius, and then it decreased 7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, but how much should it decrease after 90 more seconds? Hmm. يعني at 270. How much do you think it should decrease? Hmm. I need an estimate. I need just any estimate. Hmm. A rational estimate, okay? I need a
مثلا
rational. Hmm?
2.5.
2
2 degrees, only 2 degrees. يعني أنا مثلا I would have gone for 4
4 or
degrees
5.
for example. Okay, I would have gone for 4 degrees Celsius. يعني for example, the final temperature هنا would have been 61. Okay, طب if you say 2 degrees, لا 2 degrees is a bit low. يعني لا, a little bit more than 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, but not more than 5. Okay, يعني not more than 5. يعني maximum the temperature should be 60 degrees. Okay, this is the minimum temperature it should reach in this experiment. يبقى 61. خلاص أنا I want to write down 61 degrees Celsius. Okay, ماشي. حلو. A student investigates, okay, the effect of changing the color of light. The effect of changing the color of light on the focal length of a lens. Effect of changing the color of the light on the focal length of the lens. He calculates the focal length using the equation. The distance U is what? Is the distance between the object and the lens. The distance V is the distance between the lens and the image formed on the screen. But I have two distances, U and V. The first one is between the object and the lens. The second one is between the image and the screen. Sorry, the lens and the image on the screen. Plan an experiment. To investigate the effect of changing the color on the focal length. Effect of changing color on the focal length. Following apparatuses available: illuminated object, selection of color filters to change the color, converging lens, screen, meter ruler. Other apparatuses may be normally available, can be used. In your plan, you should draw a diagram, briefly explain how you would do the experiment, draw a suitable table, and state your conclusion. State your conclusion. يبقى what am I doing? Hmm? What am I doing? I'm changing the color. صح? This is the independent variable. صح? This is the independent variable. يعني for example, هنا if I want to write down the range of values, what should I write down as the range of values? I will write down the different colors, okay? Different colors used, or different colors for the filter, And then I could just write down any 5 colors I know of: red, orange, yellow, green, blue. You can use any 5 colors. Literally any 5 colors will do. This is the range of values. هنا بصوا شباب, he did not state that he needs any um, additional apparatuses. He did not state that he needs any controlled variables or precautions or anything خالص. Okay, this is a very simple question. He does not want that much details for this question, but he needs a diagram. He needs a labeled diagram, and the labeled diagram is quite easy for this question. خلاص, it's the same diagram. صح. It is the same diagram. What should I do? What should I draw? What should I draw? I have to draw I have to draw the object, I have to draw the lens and then the screen. صح. اوكي يلا. يلا ادي الاوبجكت for example. بس هنا I will add a simple addition to the drawing, to the diagram we know of. Okay, this is the lens. Okay, ما اعرفش ايه اللينز دي، وحشة قوي. Okay, and this is the screen. صح. انا I will label them دلوقتي. ادي الاوبجكت، اللينز and the screen. Okay, but there's a simple addition. Okay, there's one small addition that we must add for this question. The filter. Okay, he said ان هو he will use a filter. Okay, he will use a filter to change the color of the light. So we must add the filter between the object and the lens. You have to add a filter كده مثلا. Whatever بقى. This is the filter. I will name this the filter. Okay, أو I can change its shape for example. Okay, I'll name this the filter. Okay, this is the filter. Again, this is the filter, object, lens, and screen, and then I have to specify the distance u. Oh, this is the distance between the object and the lens. This is the distance u, and then the distance between the lens and the screen. نسميها ايه؟ نسميها v. يلا I have u and I have v. These are the distances. This is the diagram. خلاص أنا كده I drew the diagram. Okay, I drew the diagram. Okay, ماشي. طيب, what is the method? What are the steps? ايه هي الستبس بالنسبة لي؟ خلاص انا I drew the diagram. طب I need to find the steps. I drew the diagram. ايه هي الستبس؟ Steps are very simple. Steps are very simple. هو what will I do? I will put the object, the lens and the screen. صح. And then I will move the object slowly. One of the precautions, if you can remember, one of the precautions. I will move the object slowly until until a sharp image, until a clear image appears on the screen. I will move the object slowly until a clear image appears on the screen. And then I will measure U and V and calculate F using the equation. Then I will repeat. Oh, that's it. يلا. What are the steps? Move the object slowly until an image or a clear image appears on the screen. Till a clear image, image appears on the screen. يلا. Then what should I do? I have to measure the distance. Okay. يلا measure the distance. ايه هي distances? What are the distances? U, which is between the image and between the object and the lens, U and V. Then calculate. يلا, then calculate F using the equation F equals V times U over V plus U. أو UV over U plus V. V over U plus V. Okay. طيب كده I moved the object slowly. The image has appeared. Then I have to measure U and V, and then I have to calculate F. شباب, one of the crucial points, you have to write this point in any investigation. In any investigation, you have to say that I will repeat the experiment for the different range of values. And for example, I will repeat the experiment for the different filters or for the different color filters that I have. صح? Repeat the experiment for the different colored filters. different colored filters available. Okay. حلو. These are the steps. Draw a suitable table. يلا هنرسم التيبل. What should we write down in the table? What should we write down in the table?
هنحط الهيدنج أول حاجة وباليونتس.
طيب هو ايه بقى اللي في الهيدنجز؟
مثلا اللينس بتاع الديستانس بتاعت اليو والفي.
اليو والفي. اوكي بس what is the first column? First column has to be the independent variable اللي هو ايه؟ different color filters. اوكي different color filters. And then U in centimeters, V in centimeters, and then F برضو in centimeters. بس that's it. Okay. Finally, I have to write down the conclusion. حد فاكر conclusion؟ What did we write down or what do we usually write down in the conclusion? طيب apparently you do not remember. For each يلا for each filter, for each color filter. Repeat the experiment. Repeat the experiment more than once. صح. More than once and take average and take average. طيب after I repeat more than once and I take average نعمل ايه؟ Record the readings. Record the readings in the table. And then finally I have to compare the results of changing the color filter on the focal length. صح. on the focal length. بس that's it. And I will change the color filter كل مرة بس I have to repeat and take average and then I will record these values in the table. Then when I record the values in the table I will see والله if the color does change, does the focal length change or not? أو by how much does it change? أو which color has the most effect? أو which color has the longest focal length? أو which color has the shortest focal length? بس that's it. Okay.